Coming back
Um,
to Shaw.
Back to Shaw. He would have loved all this. Um, uh, I, it's funny because just a couple of things. I looked up and just made sure that Shaw indeed um, wrote the like stage directions and things like that. And I got, yeah, he was known for writing extensive and detailed stage directions and production notes, often including descriptions of characters' appearances, mannerisms, and motivations, as well as specific instructions for set, lighting, and sound.
Mm.
So, yeah, the clues are fantastic because I was also rereading the play and I was like, oh yeah, oh, and just it's just a fun gymnasium of things to play with. Um, anyway, and then I looked up a Haypenny paper just to know what it was. And historical context, it was in the 19th and early 20th century. So it came out, in basically the Edwardian era. The introduction of halfpenny newspapers was a significant development in the history of British newspapers. Low price made newspapers more affordable for working class and middle class readers, leading to increased readership and influence. Examples, I love this. Some notable examples of halfpenny papers include the Daily Mail, Daily Express, and Daily Mirror. So can't blame all the really shitty fake news on Fox. We got a daily news, daily, anyway, and then the impact, the rise of the Haypenny newspaper had a significant impact on the press, leading to increased circulation and the development of more sensational and popular journalism. And it just brought back all these memories when I first moved here. It was really kind of cool, even if it was like the 25-cent daily news or whatever. Everybody was reading
Yeah.
on the subway. And they'd leave their papers for people to pick up and start reading once they got on. It was so cool, and books and things like that. And then came the cell phone. I'm starting to turn into one of those people like back in the day, I
And
used
I
to
think
read.
no, that's really helpful. I mean, I'm glad you looked that up because I had a slight sense of like that he was a disparaging comment. Like you got this out of your, National Enquirer kind of thing. I did look up. I think the British pronunciation is actually halfpenny. I think like
Upside
10
down.
pence. 10 pence is tuppence, and half penny is halfpenny. I think I'm pretty sure about
That,
that. I did
that's
look it
my
up.
understanding as well.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, hey, Penny,
That's what my grandparents would call it, hey penny.
hey, Penny. So
Halfpenny.
are your grandparents still with us?
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you for thinking I'm that young, but no.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna disappear off camera for a little bit, but I'm still listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye. Hi, Theo. So they're doing the changing of the guard. Uh, his wife is stepping in to take care of Theo, who is napping at the moment, hopefully. And Michele is running a little bit late. So, what you guys want to talk about? Do you have any questions like as you read these scenes? Are like overall questions where you're like, I have no idea what this is, or tone, or speed, or anything?
I mean, I also don't have answers to those questions, but I don't have questions. Like, if we
Yeah,
were doing this for real, I would just be like, okay, whatever the director wants, let's give it a try.
Mm.
yeah, yeah. It's
So I haven't, I don't have any decisions about those things, but I also don't really have questions. Just open to whatever.
today I was really um today was kind of miffed at the idea that we're not in a room and we can't get up physically and try on the idea of being stiffer as opposed to a little more lax because I still like because I was looking at the basically the upstairs downstairs aspect of how things are tiered like for your Downton Abbey or upstairs, downstairs, what that was. Because I keep thinking about Johnny and Hypatia in that it started, is my window open? It is not. That's loud. Anyway, they started out small shop. So at what point did they start making enough money? Because very early on, like at 13, they stopped education for young girls because young girls would then be sent into the workforce.
And you said Johnny and Hypatia started out in a small shop, but actually their dad did, right?
Their dad did. So
But when they came around, was he already successful?
well, that would be the question that I don't think is answered in the play itself, because I think Mrs. Tarleton was with him on the rise, because in her monologues about trying to learn how to be, and she said, when we first had the money, I thought I had to behave a certain way, and I was appalled by actually how the aristocracy, um, you know, dealt with one another. Oh, I did want to point out, but Mr. Johnny, it's shortly after, um, da, 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 da. Where are we? Lord Summer has them. When the girls come in and stop Johnny from beating up Bentley, which he isn't. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I thought I was at the beginning. All right. Um, sorry. Um, ah, so, scolding him and, trying to fix Bunny, get him off the ground. And Hypatia says, I do declare, Mama, that Johnny's brutality makes it impossible to live in the house with him. And Johnny, deeply hurt, it's 27 years, Mother, since you had that row with me for licking Robert and giving Hypatia a black eye because she bit me. I have no idea who Robert is. That's the only time it's ever mentioned. It's another sibling. I promised you then that I'd never raise my hand to one of them again, and I've never broken my word. And now, because this young whelp begins to cry out before he's hurt, you treat me as if I were a brute and a savage. And I do think it's interesting. I kind of love that Shaw put that in there to say, I'm not, I promised, and I kept that promise. That idea of, and I presume I can never forget if Johnny is the eldest.
I was about to ask that question. I was also about to ask if Robert was another sibling that is somehow no longer around.
Oh, I think it is because Mrs. Tarleton, when she's talking about Claudia Noel, bear with me as we wait for our full group. He says, I wonder whether they laugh at us when they're by themselves. Who? Well, Bentley and his father and all the other toffs in their set. Oh no, that's only their way. I used to think that the aristocracy were a nasty, sneering lot and that they were laughing at me and John. They're always giggling and pretending not to care much about anything. But you get used to it. They're the same to one another and to everybody. Besides, what does it matter what they think? It's far worse when they're civil, because that always means that they want you to lend them money. And you must never do that, Hypatia, because they never pay. How can they? They don't make anything. You see, of course, if you can make up your mind to regard it as a gift, that's different. But then they generally ask you again. And you may as well say no at first as last. You needn't be afraid of the aristocracy, dear. They're only human creatures like ourselves, after all, and you'll hold your own with them easy enough. And where does it say? Oh, well, there's well, Michelle's not hearing this, so I can bring it up later, but she talks about the they put her on a committee. They put me in to get a big subscription out of John. I'd never heard such talk in my life. The things they mentioned and it was the Marchioness that started it. What sort of things? Drainage. She'd tried 3 systems in her castle, and she was going to do away with them all and try another. I didn't know which way to look when she began talking about it. I thought they'd all have got up and gone out of the room, but not a bit of it, if you please. They were all just as bad as she. They all had systems, and each one swore by her own system. But it goes down to I burst out crying. I couldn't help it. It was as good as telling me I'd killed my own child because um her that was just 2 months after I'd buried poor little Bobby. And that was the very thing he died of, poor little lamb. So that's what happened to Robert. And I wonder if he wasn't the baby, like Johnny, Hypatia, Robert. But he died of diphtheria.
Mm.
So because Hypatia's like, well, I'm glad you don't do that. And she goes, oh no. From that moment on, I was in charge of all of it to make sure that I didn't lose another child again. So now we know who Robert is. But yes, what I was thinking about physically is was to play with some of the descriptions that Shaw has for the reactions, like bursting with rage and how to do it and nice, and how physically we could differentiate Johnny from Bentley. So I'm not quite sure how we could try doing that in Zoom, but we could come up with something together. I would
Zoom
hope.
makes it challenging.
It really, really, really does. So,
I'm here and listening. I have an off-camera baby. Maybe
oh,
maybe offline there'll be an on-camera baby, but for the purposes of the recording, I don't have his permission to share his likeness. Uh,
yo,
um,
Diva.
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I was thinking a little bit about Bentley today about just they say how he kind of looks like a 70-year-old, but or acts like a 70-year-old, but looks like a 17-year-old. And so I think there is probably uh, a very stiff rod up his jacket to some degree of like how he walks until he's reduced to tears and reduced to being a little baby. Um, uh, and I'm not sure when Michele can arrive, but I'm totally fine if you want to start working one of the scenes and just having one of the guys do the other parts. Like, you can start the Joey Hypatia scene and have Paul read Hypatia, or, your call. I mean, we can keep doing some general discussion, or
Mhm.
if you want to dive into the scenes, then, you know, I'm trying to help punt with you, but it's your call as director.
Okay.
Let's
Um,
vamp.
let's vamp. Womp, 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 womp. Um, because like we did with Cymbeline, I was actually going to try today by flipping the people to read,
Oh, yeah.
so that they could get a try of hearing the other lines. And my idea behind this, Dylan, is sometimes when you flip it around and you end up reading the other person's parts, A, you realize the stuff that you're not listening to and you're not hearing.
Mhm.
But B, getting their perspective on any level sort of enriches what's going on for you. And it's
Mm.
also just interesting too. I
Hmm.
don't know. Paul can speak to it because I made him do it. Um,
I
so
mean,
Robert,
I'm available to read and certainly read the scene, but you pick what you want to do, Erica.
all right. Well, would it be too distracting for you to read with Theo there?
I don't think so until
Theo
unless
gonna
Theo
give you notes?
yeah decides yeah he'll be whispering in my ear like no, 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 you're
Theo.
yelling too much. Erica's already told you that note.
All right. Yeah, we might as well because we're still going to be working through you boys, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So, let's start from the top with Johnny and Bentley.
All right. And just to be certain, I'll be reading Johnny, and Paul will read Bentley. Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, no,
Oh, you did you not want to flip it?
not yet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have you on screen because we didn't get through the whole scene, if I recall, in the first session.
Um, I think we did get through the whole scene the first session. And I think we read through it quickly last week as well.
Well, Hypatia and Joey went quicker because it's shorter, but and then
Yeah.
we read it once.
Yes. Yeah. But I don't
Okay.
think yeah, I mean we certainly haven't like worked every part of the scene. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, working it. So let's do that right now. We'll see where the bumps are, where we
Got
haven't
it.
covered it, get through that, and then go from there. Hopefully
Okay,
Michelle
so
will have joined us at this point.
okay, cool. All right, so I'll just we'll read our scene. All right, cool.
Great. Great.
I'll read as Bentley.
When you are ready, set, go.
You know what? Let me reduce this screen so I can see you while I'm talking. Give me one quick second. Sorry. Apologies. Sorry, I should have done this earlier. Sorry. Here we are.
It's okay.
Damn it. Theo, you're on.
The U.S. stage manager has really let us down.
All right, here we go. Hello. Where's your luggage?
I left it at the station. I've walked up from Hazelmere.
Oh. And who's to fetch it?
Don't know, don't care. Providence, probably. If not, your mother will have it fetched.
Not her business, exactly, is it?
Of course not. That's why one loves her for doing it. Look here, chuck away your silly weekend novel and talk to a chap. After a week in that filthy office, my brain is simply blue mouldy. Let's argue about something intellectual.
No. Now, seriously, Bunny, I've come down here to have a pleasant weekend, and I'm not going to stand for your confounded arguments. If you want to argue, get out of this and go over to the Congregationalist ministers. He's a nailer at arguing. He likes it.
You can't argue with a person when his livelihood depends on his not letting you convert him. And would you mind not calling me Bunny? My name is Bentley Summerhaze, would you please?
What's the matter with Bunny?
It puts me in a false position. Have you ever considered the fact that I was an afterthought?
An afterthought? What on earth do you mean by that?
I...
No, stop. I don't want to know. It's only a dodge to start an argument.
Don't be afraid, it won't overtax your brain. My father was 44 when I was born. My mother was 41. There was 12 years between me and the next eldest. I was unexpected. I was probably unintentional. My brothers and sisters are not the least like me. They're the regular thing that you always get in the first batch from young parents. Quite pleasant, ordinary, do the regular thing sort. All body and no brains like you.
Thank you.
Don't mention it, old chap. Now, I'm different. By the time I was born, the old couple knew something. So I came out all brains and no more body than is absolutely necessary. I am really a good deal older than you, though you were born 10 years sooner. Everybody feels that when they hear us talk. Consequently, though it's quite natural to hear me calling you Johnny, it sounds ridiculous and unbecoming for you to call me Bunny.
Does it? By George. You stop me doing it if you can. That's all.
If you go on doing it after I've asked you not, you'll feel an awful swine. At least I should, but I suppose you're not so particular.
I'll tell you what it is, my boy. You want a good talking to, and I'm going to give it to you. If you think that because your father's a KCB and you want to marry my sister, you can make yourself as nasty as you please and say what you like, you're mistaken. Let me tell you that except for Hypatia, not one person in this house is in favor of her marrying you. And I don't believe she's happy about it herself. The match isn't settled yet, don't forget that. You're on trial in the office because the governor isn't giving his daughter money for an idle man to live on her. You're on trial here because my mother thinks a girl should know what a man is like in the house before she marries him. That's been going on for 2 months now, and what's the result? You've got yourself thoroughly disliked in the office, and you're getting yourself thoroughly disliked here, all through your bad manners and your conceit and your damned impudence. You think clever.
That's enough. Thank you. You don't suppose I hope that I should have come down if I had known that that was how you all feel about me?
No, no, no. Don't run away. I'm going to have this out with you. Sit down. Do you hear? That's the advantage of having more body than brains, you see? It enables me to teach you manners, and I'm going to do it, too. You're a spoilt young pup, and you need a jolly good licking. And if you're not careful, you'll get it. I'll see to it next time you call me a swine.
I didn't call you a swine, but you are a swine. You're a beast, you're a brute, you're a cad, you're a liar, you're a bully. I should like to wring your damned neck for you.
Try it, my son.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting isn't in your line. You're too small and you're too childish. I always suspected that your cleverness wouldn't come to very much when it was brought up against something solid, some decent chap's fist, for instance.
I hope your beastly fist may come up against a mad bull or a prize fighter's nose, or something solider than me. I don't care about your fist, but if everybody here dislikes me, well, I don't care. I'm sorry I intruded. I didn't know. Oh, you beast, you pig! Swine, 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 swine! Now.
All right, my lad, all right. Sling your mud as hard as you please. It won't stick to me. What I want to know is this. How is it that your father, who I suppose is the strongest man England has produced in our time...
You got that out of your halfpenny paper. A lot you know about him.
I don't set up to be able to do anything but admire him and appreciate him and be proud of him as an Englishman. If it wasn't for my respect for him, I wouldn't have stood your cheek for 2 days, let alone 2 months. But what I can't understand is why he didn't lick it out of you when you were a kid. For 25 years, he kept a place twice as big as England in order, a place full of seditious coffee-colored heathens and pestilential white agitators in the middle of a lot of savage tribes. And yet he couldn't keep you in order. I don't set up to be half the man your father undoubtedly is, but, by George, it's lucky for you, you were not my son. I don't hold my own father's views about corporal punishment being wrong. It's necessary for some people, and I'd have tried it on you until you first learned to howl and then to behave yourself.
Yes, behavior wouldn't come naturally to your son, would it?
Now you keep a civil tongue in your head. I'll stand none of your snobbery. I'm just as proud of Tartleton's underwear as you are of your father's title and his KCB and all the rest of it. My father began in a little hole of a shop in Leeds, no bigger than our pantry down the passage there. He once...
Oh, yes, I know. I've read it. The Romance of Business or the Story of Tartan's Underwear. Please take one. I took one the day after I first met Hypatia. I went and bought 6 unshrinkable vests for her sake.
Well, did they shrink?
Oh, don't be a fool.
Never mind whether I'm a fool or not. Did they shrink? That's the point. Were they worth the money?
I couldn't wear them. Do you think my skin's as thick as your customers' hides? I'd as soon have dressed myself in a nutmeg grater.
Oh, pity your father didn't give your thin skin a jolly good lacing with a cane.
Pity you haven't got more than one idea. If you want to know, they did try that on me once when I was a small kid. A silly governess did it. I yelled fit to bring down the house and went into convulsions and brain fever and that sort of thing for 3 weeks. So the old girl got the sack, and serve her right. After that, I was let do what I liked. My father didn't want me to grow up a broken-spirited spaniel, which is your idea of a man, I suppose.
Jolly good thing for you that my father made you come into the office and shew what you were made of. And it didn't come to much, let me tell you that. When the governor asked me where I thought you ought to be, where we ought to put you, I said, make him the office boy. The governor said you were too green. And so you were.
I dare say. So would you be pretty green if you were shoved into my father's set? I picked up your silly business in a fortnight. You've been at it 10 years and you haven't picked it up yet.
Don't talk rot, child. You know you simply make me pity you.
Romance of business, indeed. The real romance of Tartan's business is the story that you understand anything about it. You never could explain any mortal thing about it to me when I asked you. See what was done the last time. That was the beginning and the end of your wisdom. You're nothing but a turnspit.
A what?
A turnspit. If your father hadn't made a roasting jack for you to turn, you'd be earning 24 shillings a week behind a counter.
If you don't take that back and apologize for your bad manners, I'll give you as good a hiding as ever you...
Help! Johnny's beating me! Oh, murder!
Oh, don't be a fool. Stop that noise, will you? I'm not going to touch you. Shh. Shh.
Well done. Well done. And Theo put in a couple of awesome.
He also disappeared magically.
Poof, poof. Does he actually exist?
Mm. It was just me all the time, yeah.
I was thinking this time through a couple of different things. You guys have the lucky/unlucky job as the first scene of building the story, right? So there's
Mhm.
expositional moments that need to be absolutely clear without thudding us over the head.
Sure.
So there are moments like this whole story about purchasing the shrinking vests,
Right.
the romance, the leaflet, the romance of,
Excuse me, the non-shrinking vests.
oh God,
Thank you.
I stand corrected. Thank you, young Tarleton. Um, uh, Bentley's birth story about explaining why people think he's old on the inside but young on the outside.
Mhm.
His whole coming along thing. No brains, no body. So, his whole when he launches it, my father was 44, my mother was 41. I was unexpected and setting up, in a way, it's the antithesis sort of idea with we do with Shakespeare. Uh,
Mhm.
my brothers and sisters, they're not like me at all. They're regular, they're normal, is what it is. But I am this. No
Right,
brains, no
right,
body.
right.
And while it's also the expositional, it's the way to just, you're telling your story. It is something that we definitely need to clock. And
Sure,
since
sure,
our
sure.
ears are getting used to Shaw at the beginning as well, it's fun. Fun
And that
responsibility.
and I've been really I've been having a little challenge with that speech because he ends that whole thing with consequently, though it sounds fine for me to call you Johnny, it sounds ridiculous for you to call me Bunny. So is he like is he launching into that story for an intellectual argument that he wants at the top, that he says he wants at the top? Like, hey, why don't we talk about this? Or I want to have you thought about this because I just asked you not to call me Bunny, and you don't really seem to care about that. So this is my roundabout way of getting to this is why it sounds ridiculous for you to call me Bunny. Does that make
Right.
sense? Am I making
No,
sense?
no, no, I totally get it. Yeah, because I was thinking about this in a way, these are the moments where I wanted to work some of his passive aggressiveness. So, don't be afraid. It won't overtax your brain. That it's something that sort of, I'll just put this here. You
Right.
know, you're going to be fine, you idiot. My father was 44,
Got it. Okay. Okay.
easily. But I think it is his way of trying to create a greater status over Johnny.
Okay.
Um, without pulling class. He's relying on my intellect is clearly far superior to yours, so
It's just such a fascinating word choice of afterthought because he's it sounds like it's going to be an argument. It sounds like it's going to be a debate of something like this philosophical, like, um, but it ends up being, and this is why, I'm older than you.
yeah, it's funny because when I first heard it, I thought, is he trying to like make Johnny feel sorry for him when he first says afterthought?
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And I'm like, is he trying to pull a sympathy card? I'm not sure here. But so I think we should try it a couple of different ways to see how it goes. If hmm and is this the has he ever done this before? Has he ever have had to put anybody in their place, or because also the way he said, have you ever considered the fact that I was an afterthought? And it's afterthought, right? Sorry.
Right. Afterthought.
Afterthought, not after.
Afterthought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If I've been saying afterthought,
An
I'm saying
afterthought.
afterthought. Yeah. Afterthought. Um, and I just looked it up because always helps to be crystal clear on this stuff. What he's referring to is my I was unplanned,
Right.
uh, and my parents just had sex, and my mom got pregnant,
Bingo. Yeah.
and they weren't expecting it, but
Yeah.
but they
Quite
knew that.
unusual. 41-year-old woman done for 10 years and
Sure.
bang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't, yeah. So unexpected. And I guess afterthought being, oh shit, this was not in their realm of thinking.
Right. And abortion was not a consideration. It's just yeah.
And since she didn't think she could get pregnant, I would imagine it was too late too. She
Right.
probably would be showing pretty prime, thinking at
Right.
first she's losing weight or she's gaining weight and she's not
Right.
feeling good. And why would you think it was a pregnancy?
Mm.
Um, I would say, oh, before he launches into it with an afterthought, um, Johnny, just keep plowing through with afterthought. What do you mean by that? And just a quick Bentley's about to launch. No, no, no. I don't want you to go there. So
Yep.
just think of it like one sentence. You're just going to keep moving through that.
You've
Um,
given me a launching pad of what do you mean by that? Oh, good.
yeah, exactly. No. Um, uh, 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 uh. So, and for Johnny, a lot of it is about the business, trying to make the point about the business. Did the vest shrink? No. What are you talking about? I'm trying to make a point about product and understanding the business and sending it up that way. And um, mm, mm, mm,
Do you think Johnny is detaching that from their argument, or is it attached to the argument? Is it all part and parcel of the argument they're having?
let me look. Um, yes, and I tried it on you till you first learned to howl and then to behave yourself. Because so we go from capital punishment. It was what I would have done if I'd been raising you. Yes, behavior wouldn't come naturally to your son, contemptuously. Um, Stung into sudden violence. Here's a question I want you to think about because I have a feeling he would have broken his promise to his mom if they hadn't come out and stopped it. I have a feeling Bunny is the kind of guy who can get under your skin so bad that that's it, and finally does it. That would be my idea. And he said, I'm just as proud of Tarleton's underwear as you are of your father's title in his KCB. Now, my father began in a little shop. Um,
Right.
yeah,
So when he says well, what I'm trying to say is they didn't shrink, did they? Am I am I saying this is why I'm proud of him? Or is
I
it, oh, by the way, let me forget what we're arguing about right now. You said you bought a pair. I am constantly um, concerned with whether or not that we live up to our advertising. So tell me, did they shrink? Or
I
is it
think
that's what I'm saying. Is it a separate thing or is it all part of the same argument?
this moment is so it's a little like talking to a teenager when they're like, I know this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And it's coming back with, okay, you know so much. Did they shrink? He's making the point about business. If you think you know what you're talking about, you really don't. So if you're going to say to me that because you read the pamphlet, you understand our business. So here's a business lesson for you. Did the
Okay.
product that we have made money off of all these years, did it work? And it did. And I understand that about business. But I
Okay.
guess,
That makes sense.
you know what I mean? Um, couldn't wear them. Pity your father didn't give you a thin skin, a jolly good lacing. The story about Bentley, pity you haven't had got one more idea, more
Mhm.
than one idea. If you want to know, they did try that on me once when I was a small kid. Now, is this true?
I think it is, and I
I,
think he's
I
rather
think,
proud of this.
yeah,
Um, and it's just like, oh, okay, you think you're going to teach me some manners. Well, guess what? The joke's on you. They
yeah,
already tried that, and it didn't work.
right. And I believe that this happened, but is he glossing this at all?
Interesting.
Making it a little shiny because I'm like 3 weeks. He was sick with brain fever. It's like how stories you've been telling your whole life suddenly get a little bit more detailed with things that may or
Mm,
may
right.
not be
Yeah, no, that's a
true.
good point.
Um,
Um,
but
I mean, there's someone I know who worked for a doctor and helped raise two kids, kind of a nanny situation. And the kids were one way with her, and then just like a total kind of terror with the dad, because I think he just couldn't control them. Like, not that the nanny was mean, but she just established boundaries. And I think that I get the impression that even though um, Summer Hayes, ruled this country at home, he's just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to control this kid. Like,
and he says it too. He's like, I can
yeah,
handle this, and they're savages, and they're blah blah
right,
blah blah
right,
blah. But my kid, Bentley?
yeah. My other ones, they would listen to me. Like, I didn't have to do much. They just feared me or respected me. Bentley didn't do that, and I don't know what to like. I don't know how to make him not do what he wants to do.
Yeah. How do I fix this?
But yeah, in terms of like if there's any embellishment, I mean, certainly
Or
as a kid, he had his own like kind of understanding of how things were going. Like it was his perspective of like, oh yeah, I was running the house and blah 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 blah. But um, I don't. Yeah, it's a good question.
and the idea of how much of are the moments that you actually enjoy telling the story.
Oh yeah, sure.
And bitch
Um,
got the sack.
well,
Ah,
and I think, and I even
that was
I seem to recall like his like using kid there is like a very kind of slangy term. I think. Like I don't think it's something that was normally used. Uh,
which one? What state? What?
when he says when I was a small kid, like the fact that
Ah,
he like I think that's just it's kind of a turn of phrase that was maybe newer or just used in different classes or whatever
he's
that I think
picking up this stuff from Hypatia.
maybe that, and also I think he kind of he might enjoy like, oh, I was a small kid, or there's some kind of derision or whatever. I think he's using that word. There's some reason behind the fact that he picks up. He's not like, when I was a small child, he could have said small
Yeah.
child, which I think would be more kind of fitting with what he's saying, but he says small kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and or like, I was just a kid and I could still run the house. So there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. His language is very
And
interesting. I just,
and he says my father didn't want me to grow up a broken spirited spaniel. Now that's his interpretation of
right.
it. His dad was probably like, no, I would have preferred you to be a
Yeah.
broken spirited spaniel.
Yeah. Yeah. And behave yourself because you don't.
Yeah.
Off the words are being used like his antics and his behavior, and Bunny just doesn't. The
Which is a great setup by Shaw because, I'm painting this picture of, my father was great and he supported me. And then we meet Summer Hayes and it's like, what do I do with this kid?
Yeah. Yeah. Has no idea.
Yeah.
Um. Well, and also he probably doesn't for the other ones because the nannies probably
Right.
raise the other kids,
Right. 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 Yeah.
and they're brought into the room to say good night to father.
Yeah.
Um, but jolly good thing for you that my father made you come into the office and shew what you were made of, and it didn't come to much. Let me tell you that. When the governor asked me where we ought to put you, make him the office boy, the governor said you were too green, and so you were. So was me. Here she is. Hi.
Hi, Michelle.
This was where I went the deep dive in terms of because I was trying to figure out what an office boy would have done at this period. And if again, um like the Haypenny, that is it like saying that's the lowest job. That's the kid who empties out the trash. That's the kid who, in our day and age would get hazed, that kind of a thing. And even
Mhm.
that job is too much. Tarleton
Right.
thought that job was too much. Um, um,
Oh, is that what office boy meant? Okay.
I think so. That's what I was trying to find.
Mm.
Because the guy who'd have to run to the deli and get the coffees and that kind of a thing. Um,
Right. Because I have, um, like many actors say, I'm not qualified for anything else. So, it's like Bunny is qualified to, uh, uh, talk a big game, and that's about it.
do you think this is Bunny's first engagement?
To be
Uh,
married?
yeah, to be
Yeah,
married. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I would assume he fell pretty hard. Like I don't know, I don't know how many girlfriends. Like I don't even know if he's had girlfriends or whatever. Maybe he's been on dates like chaperoned or arranged or
yeah.
whatever. But or like talking to a
With a
girl next to
distant
him at a party
cousin.
or something. Yeah, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this his first job, you think?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so.
Yeah. I
And
don't
I
think.
think and I don't think he really takes it that seriously either.
Uh-uh.
Um, you know.
I think he probably thinks that once the ring is on, he's going to be that guy who lives off his wife's money from dad.
Well, that or, I'm so chummy with Charlton that he'll just give me the business, like, and then I'll just run it. But he doesn't, even if he has that idea of like running, like he doesn't know what that means. He just thinks I'll be in charge. Like, of course I would be put in charge.
The little makes me think of the family, the Bluth family from Arrested
Right.
Development.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
He's a little
just
bit of
pick
Buster.
him a
Yeah, he's a little
check.
bit of Buster. Yeah, he's a
He's
little
a
kind
little
of
bit of Buster.
yeah.
Yeah. The last one to show up, surprise. Um, and with Bentley in response to um sorry. Um with Bentley in response to it, if I would find moments where you're a little defensive, because the way Bentley can get under Johnny's skin, I think Johnny and some of the things that you say earlier in the monologue about, well, you want to know the truth? Nobody likes you. I don't even think Hypatia does. I think Johnny could enjoy that because I finally had it. Now let this little weasel have it. Um, and well, you were talking about looking up afterthought. I was looking up romance
Mm,
because here's a
mm.
sentence that I admittedly don't totally get. So, romance of business, indeed, the real romance of Tarleton's business is the story that you understand anything about it. So, in this context, the real romance, is it like romance is an imaginary, wonderful thing and magic happens in a romance
Or
and
is
then
it fantasy?
or fantasy? And so the real fantasy of Tarleton's business is a story that you understand anything about it.
Ye- Yeah, I mean, and this may be the obvious part of it, like the pamphlet, I think is, titled like, read about
Right.
this amazing, this beautiful story of how Tarleton built this empire, this underwear empire. Um, and, this, not fantasy, but like this story, this, like romance. How am I trying to explain this?
Yeah, this is where I got stuck.
The romance of business. It's the allure of it, like the allure of it, like I'm not finding the right words, but I think I think what he's saying is, yeah, that's not the story. The story of this empire, the story of Tarleton's underwear empire, of how he built that, is nothing compared to the fact that you even understand how it works.
Right. But I was wondering how he ties that insult with romance into it. And I like the idea of it being like fantasy, lie.
Hmm.
It's an interesting juxtaposition to say the romance of business, you know, that
Mm.
works together somehow with Tarleton because of also who Tarleton is and how he is. Um, but then yeah, and then it's going to be like a little bit of a Shakespeare sentence. For you to deliver it, you're going to have to understand completely what you're talking about.
Right.
Um, and or make the decision about what you're talking about how you interpret that. So I think I had one. Uh, so as the scene builds, when is it hard for Johnny to stop himself from launching at that kid?
Well, it's a good question. There's one that's in the text
Yeah.
where he says he gets in a bit of rage. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, there's one. Oh, there's one about Bentley.
Um, it's when he calls him a turnspit, I think. I'm searching for it, but I think it's when he calls him
Yeah,
a turnspit.
that
Um,
I think that's the final one.
yeah, that really gets him going.
Yeah. And it's interesting because now it's not about intelligence. The insult is about the insults haven't really been hitting with you don't know the business either. You're no not the kind of stuff. What an insult to say your father had to build this in order to give you something to do and feel good about it. Dad built the roasting jack so you could be a turnspit. That
Ouch.
yeah, fuck you. I mean, it's so I think like okay, I want to where are we at? We're at 9:02. Hi, Michele.
Before you get off this scene,
Yeah, oh, I'm
and
not gonna yet. Yeah.
poor Dylan hasn't said a word yet, so I know you're going to get off this scene. But speaking of looking things up, um, shoe is just an old way of spelling and saying show. But my
Mhm.
question is Johnny, do we know, we don't have a dramaturg, but do we know if in 19 whatever this was, do we know what version of the word show they were using?
Oh, we might have one.
Okay.
Because
One thing to
is
know is
Johnny
that
is Johnny choosing that form of the word to make a point?
no,
No.
George Bernard Shaw was sort of like Henry Higgins. He actually developed a phonetic alphabet so that he could more accurately transcribe speech. If there, if there's an edition of Androcles and the Lion that is written in this alphabet.
Phonetics? Oh my
Yes.
God.
He had very particular ideas and somewhat occasionally eccentric about how things were spelt. One of them was SHEW for show. It's just a Shavian spelling.
So he would use it this way every time.
Yep. Every play. If you look, it should say,
Pops up, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Interesting. Interesting. Although this is the only time it catches my ear. Just the one time.
I think Johnny says it a couple times at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a trick of an eccentric trick of his spelling.
Okay.
It is not meant to, as far as I know, to indicate any particular.
Like sending up
Oh.
an accent or something like, if Bentley said shoo
Yeah.
you, and then you're like, he'll shoo you.
Yeah,
you
it's just the way Shaw spelled that word.
know. Boy, I could go on a deep dive with that.
Um,
Yes.
before we get too far from romance, I looked it up, just the simplicity of doing that. And I think by and large, we probably all think of it as one of the definitions, which is, the love story or whatever. But another definition is an extravagant story or account that lacks basis in fact. So I think
That's
this
perfect.
romance of business, like, oh, this, grand tale that is not has anything to do with reality. And it's like,
Yeah.
what the real, extraordinary story is that you know any of this, like
Yeah.
you understand any of it. So I think, yeah, I think it's probably just a little meaning that we've just kind of lost over the years.
So when working on this scene, look at the level of insults and how they
Mm,
are, how the gradient curve, happens when they become less clever and a little more direct and a little more pointed as a result. When it becomes personal, it's when it stops being a comedy and for them and be the thing that finally gets Johnny to be like, "Fuck my promise to my mom, you." And Bentley, I think looking at Bentley, why does Bentley do this? Why does Bentley risk this? Do you know what I mean? Why does he keep touching the hot stove?
right.
Is this his way of getting attention? Is this his way of
I mean,
getting what he wants?
he's been hurt, like he's been genuinely hurt. And so, I mean, there could be a sense of lashing out to some degree,
Mm-hmm.
um, that he's not entirely thinking clearly. I mean, he's also a child. Like he's a child.
Yeah.
He doesn't, he acts like he's a refined adult, but he's a kid.
Yeah.
Um,
He might be intellectually very smart, but socially he's
right. Not
yeah.
picking up cues.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's to some degree assumes, well, this guy isn't going to hit me. But
Yeah.
even if he does, I can scream loud enough to get everybody to come in.
Right.
Like he won't actually hurt me.
Yeah.
Um, which is why, you know, when he throws him into the chair, it's just like, oh, you know, like, yikes, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Um,
So, uh, I would love to read through it again, but we can do that at the end, seeing how how we go with y'all's scene. Uh,
do you want us to, can we read it now, or do you want to read it at the
yeah,
end?
actually, yeah, with all of this in mind, if you two do not mind, and here's what I want in this read through, and even if it takes you a beat, I really want to hear. I was saying to Paul and Dylan earlier, it's too bad that we don't have a physical space where we're up on our feet,
Right.
where we could really physically manifest and see play, you know, over the top physicality or whatever, just to get a sense of it in there. So we got to use our words.
Right. Right.
So pointedness, uh go for the insult, uh arch. If you're being passive aggressive, lean into that. And yeah, let's go for that.
Okay.
That's at all helpful. Okay, have fun.
Hello? Where's your luggage?
I left it at the station. I walked up from Hazelmere.
Oh. And who's to fetch it?
Don't know, don't care. Providence, probably. If not, your mother will have it fetched.
Not her business exactly, is it?
Of course not. That's why one loves her for doing it. Look here, chuck away your silly weekend novel and talk to a chap. After a week in that filthy office, my brain is simply blue moody. Let's argue about something intellectual.
No. No, seriously, Bunny, I've come down here for a pleasant weekend. And I'm not going to stand your confounded arguments. If you want to argue, get out of this and go over to the Congregationalist ministers. He's a nailer at arguing. He likes it.
You can't argue with a person when his livelihood depends on his not letting you convert him. And would you mind not calling me Bunny? My name is Bentley Summerhaze, which you please.
What's the matter with Bunny?
It puts me in a false position. Have you ever considered the fact that I was an afterthought?
An afterthought? What do you mean by that?
I...
No, stop. I don't want to know. It's only a dodge to start an argument.
Don't be afraid it won't overtax your brain. My father was 44 when I was born. My mother was 41. There was 12 years between me and the next eldest. I was unexpected. I was probably unintentional. My brothers and sisters are not the least like me. They're the regular thing you always get. The regular thing that you always get in the first batch from young parents. Quite pleasant, ordinary, do the regular thing sort. All body and no brains, like you.
Thank you.
Don't mention it, old chap. Now, I'm different. By the time I was born, the old couple knew something. So I came out all brains and no more body than is absolutely necessary. I am really a good deal older than you, though you were born 10 years sooner. Everybody feels that when they hear us talk. Consequently, though it's quite natural to hear me calling you Johnny, it sounds ridiculous and unbecoming for you to call me Bunny.
Does it, by George? Does it, by George? You stop me doing it if you can. That's all.
If you go on doing it after I've asked you not, you'll feel an awful swine. At least, I should, but I suppose you're not so particular.
I'll tell you what it is, my boy. You want a good talking to, and I'm going to give it to you. If you think that because your father's a KCB and you want to marry my sister, you can make yourself as nasty as you please and say what you like, you're mistaken. Let me tell you that except Hypatia, not one person in this house is in favor of her marrying you, and I don't believe she's happy about it herself. The match isn't settled yet. Don't forget that. You're on trial in the office because the governor isn't giving his daughter money for an idle man to live on her. You're on trial here because my mother thinks a girl should know what a man is like in the house before she marries him. That's been going on for 2 months now, and what's the result? You've got yourself thoroughly disliked in the office, and you're getting yourself thoroughly disliked here, all through your bad manners and your conceit and your damned impudence you think clever.
That's enough. Thank you. You don't suppose, I hope, that I should have come down if I had known that that was how you all feel about me.
No, don't run away. I'm going to have this out with you. Sit down. Do you hear? That's the advantage of having more body than brains, you see? It enables me to teach you manners, and I'm going to do it, too. You're a spoiled young pup, and you need a jolly good licking, and if you're not careful, you'll get it. I'll see to that next time you call me a swine.
I didn't call you a swine, but you are a swine. You're a beast. You're a brute. You're a cad. You're a liar. You're a bully. I should like to wring your damned neck for you.
Try it, my son. Fighting isn't in your line. You're too small and you're too childish. I always suspected that your cleverness wouldn't come to very much when it was brought up against something solid. Some decent chap's fist, for instance.
I hope your beastly fist may come up against a mad bull, or a prize fighter's nose, or something solider than me. I don't care about your fist, but if everybody here dislikes me, well, I don't care. I'm sorry I intruded. I didn't know. Oh, you beast! You pig! Swine, 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 swine! Now!
All right, lad, all right. Sling your mud as hard as you please. It won't stick to me. What I want to know is this. How is it that your father, who I suppose is the strongest man England has produced in our time—
You got that out of your halfpenny paper. There's a lot you know about him.
I don't set up to be able to do anything but admire him and appreciate him and be proud of him as an Englishman. If it wasn't for my respect for him, I wouldn't have stood your cheek for 2 days, let alone 2 months. But what I can't understand is why he didn't lick it out of you when you were a kid. For 25 years, he kept a place twice as big as England in order, a place full of seditious coffee-colored heathens and pestilential white agitators in the middle of a lot of savage tribes, and yet he couldn't keep you in order. I don't set up to be half the man your father undoubtedly is, but, by George, it's lucky for you you were not my son. I don't hold my father's views about corporal punishment being wrong. It's necessary for some people, and I'd have tried it on you until you first learned to howl and then to behave yourself.
Yes. Behavior wouldn't come naturally to your son, would it?
Now you keep a civil tongue in your head. I'll stand none of your snobbery. I'm just as proud of Tartleton's underwear as you are of your father's title and his KCB and all the rest of it. My father began in a little hole of a shop in Leeds, no bigger than our pantry down the passage there. He was—
Oh, yes, I know. I've read it. The Romance of Business, or the Story of Tarleton's Underwear. Please take one. I took one the day after I first met Hypatia. I went and bought 6 unshrinkable vests for her sake.
Well, did they shrink?
Oh, don't be a fool.
Never mind whether I'm a fool or not. Did they shrink? That's the point. Were they worth the money?
I couldn't wear them. Do you think my skin's as thick as your customers' hides? I'd as soon have dressed myself in a nutmeg grater.
Pity your father didn't give your thin skin a jolly good lacing with a cane.
Pity you haven't got more than one idea. If you want to know, they did try that on me once, when I was a small kid. A silly governess did it. I yelled fit to bring down the house, and went into convulsions and brain fever and that sort of thing for 3 weeks. So the old girl got the sack, and serve her right. After that, I was let do what I liked. My father didn't want me to grow up a broken-spirited spaniel, which is your idea of a man, I suppose.
Jolly good thing for you that my father made you come into the office and shew what you were made of. And it didn't come to much, let me tell you that. When the governor asked me where I thought we ought to put you, I said, make him the office boy. The governor said you were too green. And so you were.
I dare say. So would you be pretty green if you were shoved into my father's set? I picked up your silly business in a fortnight. You've been at it 10 years, and you haven't picked it up yet.
You don't talk rot, child. You know you simply make me pity you.
Romance of business, indeed. The real romance of Tarleton's business is the story that you understand anything about it. You never could explain any mortal thing about it to me when I asked you. See what was done the last time. That was the beginning and the end of your wisdom. You're nothing but a turnspit.
A what?
A turnspit. If your father hadn't made a roasting jack for you to turn, you'd be earning 24 shillings a week behind a counter.
If you don't take that back and apologize for your bad manners, I'll give you as good a hiding as ever.
Help! Johnny's beating me! Oh, murder!
Oh, don't be a fool. Stop that noise, will you? I'm not going to touch you. Shh, shh.
Well done. Well done.
Now
So
I think we found out why he uses the word kid.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I
Yes.
heard you say it too this time, Paul. Like that, yeah.
Really great job, guys.
Thank you.
Now I want to like next week work on the fluidity over
Mhm.
all that. And connecting the thoughts. I love, thank you for connecting that sentence. Like, no, 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 no. Beautiful, beautiful flow on that. I just want you to try, Nathan. When you go, I'm sorry I intruded. I didn't know. Oh, you beast, you pig, you swine. Swine, 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 swine. Now, and like put your fist up. Like this is you trying to prove, I'm sorry, I intruded. I didn't mean to. Breaking down again. Oh, you beast, you swine, you swine, 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 swine. Now, so because Johnny actually shows a little bit of compassion.
Right.
All right. Okay.
I was laughing so hard.
Oh, and then which is the great transition because you could just Johnny look at him like, what the hell? What? Here's what I want to know. How does your father produce this? Um, uh, and I loved your laugh, Paul, on and it didn't come to much. Ha ha. I loved how you guys really were taking the hits as well as giving them. Um, um, do, 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 do. Where is, got that. Thank you. And I also loved your thank you after all body and no brains like you. It was sort of it was fabulous. And then also that speech, Johnny, with I'll tell you what it is, my boy. Now you want a good talking to was great. And I don't suppose I even more deeply wounded, Bentley. After had bad manners, you conceit, and damned impudence, you think clever. That's enough. Thank you. You don't suppose I hope that I should have come down here knowing you all felt that about me. And then Johnny says, nah, 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 nah. Excuse me, I'm not done. Because I think you want to go off and cry.
Right.
And he stops you. And that's why we get the fury of tears and all that, checked by a sob and breaking down again.
And I don't want to take too much time away from the other scene, but it's interesting because Bentley is almost completely reacting to what Johnny is saying. Like he's not introducing new topics. Like he's just kind of responding. I mean, like he talks a little. He brings up the romance of the story of Tarleton's underwear,
Which
but
was very
like
clear. It was really good and clear on this one, this read. Anyway,
But yeah, it's just that like he's not introducing like aside instead of what he wants to do at the top, which is like, hey, let's talk about things. It's like he's just kind of constantly responding to and he's just in this, I think, very defensive position um, through the rest of that scene.
it's
Like
not
once
an
Johnny,
intellectual debate.
yeah, once Johnny nails him, it's just like, well, yeah, oh, well, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And looking at when he's good and when he's fumbling, there's one part I don't remember. I'll write you. Um,
But Erica, you were saying, did you want Bentley to be even more wounded on that? You didn't think I.
oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to confirm
Because
that. Yeah,
it's about the deeper wound, but it's like the attempt to cover it, cover it, cover it, cover it,
right,
cover
right.
it. It's so that it's we can watch the lid on the boiling water
Yeah,
get a little bit more as the water starts boiling.
little quiver of the bottom lip. Yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, cool. Thank you.
So, and it would be fun with the voice stuff if when you got upset, it pitched even higher. Good.
I'll spend the next week working on that. See
I don't know,
what
but
kind of notes I can get. Yeah, cool.
Joey and Hypatia, darlings. Let's start with reading through it from what we learned last time. So let's do it.
Okay. Mr. Percival? Mr. Percival? Where are you? Aren't you glad I've caught you?
No, I'm not. Oh, confound it. What sort of girl are you? What sort of house is this? Must I throw all good manners to the winds?
Do, do, do. This is the house of a respectable shopkeeper, enormously rich. This is the respectable shopkeeper's daughter, tired of good manners. Come, handsome young man, and play with the respectable shopkeeper's daughter.
No, no. Don't you know you mustn't go on like this with a perfect stranger?
From the sky. Don't you know that you must always go on like this when you get the chance? Oh, you must come to the top of the hill and chase me through the bracken. You may kiss me if you catch me.
I shall do nothing of the sort.
Yes, you will. You can't help yourself. Come along. Fool, fool, come along. Don't you want to?
No, certainly not. I should never be forgiven if I did.
You'll never forgive yourself if you don't.
Oh, nonsense! You are engaged to Ben. Ben is my friend. What do you take me for?
Ben's old. Ben was born old. They're all old here, except you and me, and the man-woman or woman-man or whatever you call her that came with you. They never do anything. They only discuss whether what other people do is right. Come and give them something to discuss.
I will do nothing incorrect.
Oh, don't be afraid, little boy. You shan't get anything more than a kiss, and I'll fight like the devil to keep you from that. But we must play on the hill and run through the heather.
Why?
Because we want to, handsome young man.
But if everybody went on this way...
Oh, how happy the world would be.
But the consequences may be serious.
Nothing is worth doing unless the consequences may be serious. My father says so, and I'm my father's daughter.
I am the son of 3 fathers. I mistrust these wild impulses.
Oh, take care. You're letting the moment slip. I feel the first chill of the wave of prudence. Save me.
Oh, really, Miss Tarleton? Oh, damn you! I beg your pardon. But since we've both forgotten ourselves, you'll please allow me to leave the house.
Are you ashamed of having said, damn you to me?
I had no right to say it. I am very much ashamed of it.
And
I've already begged your pardon.
and you're not ashamed of having said, really, Miss Tarleton?
Why should I?
Oh, man, man, mean, stupid, cowardly, selfish, masculine male man. You ought to have been a governess. I was expelled from school for saying that the very next person that said, really, Miss Tarleton, to me, I would strike her across the face. You were the next.
I had no intention of being offensive. I mean, surely there's nothing that can wound a lady and you... Or at least... well, look, I didn't mean to be disagreeable.
Liar.
Well, of course, if you're going to insult me, I'm quite helpless. You're a woman. You can say what you like.
And you can only say what you dare. Poor wretch, it isn't much. Really, Mr. Percival, you sit down in the presence of a lady and leave her standing. Really, Mr. Percival? Oh, really, 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 Mr. Percival? How do you like it? Wouldn't you rather I damned you?
Miss Tarleton,
Oh, Hypatia, Joey. Patsy, if you like.
look here. This is no good. You want to do what you like?
Don't you?
No. I've been too well brought up. I've argued all through this thing, and I'll tell you, I'm not prepared to cast off the social bond. It's like a corset. It's a support to the figure, even if it does squeeze and deform it a bit. I want to be free.
Well, I'm tempting you to be free.
Not at all. Freedom, my good girl, means being able to count on how other people will behave. If every man who disliked me is to throw a handful of mud in my face, and every woman who likes me is to behave like Potiphar's wife, then I shall be a slave. The slave of uncertainty, the slave of fear, the worst of all slaveries. I mean, how would you like it if every laborer you met in the road were to make love to you?
Ooh.
No. Give me the blessed protection of a good stiff conventionality among thoroughly well brought up ladies and gentlemen.
Another talker. Men like conventions because men made them. I didn't make them. I don't like them, and I won't keep them. Now, what will you do?
Bolt.
I'll catch you.
Really nice. Nice way you retain what we've been doing. That's fantastic. Nice. I had some good laughs. The I love the no and he when he says it when you ooh no. I love that. And yes, okay. Here's what I want to play with. Well, here I just want to describe what who his fathers were. The first one, the regulation natural chap. He kept a tame philosopher in the house, a sort of Coleridge or Herbert Spencer kind of card, you know. That was the second father. Then his mother was an Italian princess, and she had an Italian priest always about. He was supposed to take charge of her conscience, but from what I could make out, she jolly well took charge of his. The whole three of them took charge of Joey's conscience. He used to hear them arguing like mad about everything. You see, the philosopher was a free thinker and always believed the latest thing. The priest didn't believe anything because it was sure to get him into trouble with someone or another. And the natural father kept an open mind and believed whatever paid him best. Between the lot of them, Joey got cultivated no end. He said if only he could have had 3 mothers as well, he'd have backed himself against Napoleon. And so I was thinking about, you know, how I was talking about how I wish we'd had a whole room, we could play some physical stuff. Because essentially Joey and Bentley are the same class. So how do we differentiate the two? And Joey makes me think he's the high school football, you know, captain who was nice to the nerds. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you have so much debate in your head and you've been trained that way, it's hard to make a decision. And so I think the key to Joey is the struggle less with her and more with what's going on in his brains in terms of what is the right choice. And if there's a debate going on, that makes it even harder because it's in the moment for her. And Hypatia, I want you to play with being a little less confident. Be daring and have those moments of like, oh my God, I said that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do this. You know, you're having fun. You are having fun. But you have never done this before because you've never had a playmate inspire you to do this before. It's like that first crush in a weird way. I mean, just think about what the romance that Bentley gave you. It was probably like, he'll do. Which is essentially what she says earlier with her mother. She's like, I expected I'd be married. This is my life. This is what's going to happen. And bored out of her mind, which is why she sends the letter to Summerhaze. Who knows what she would have done if Summerhaze said, oh, I'll risk everything. Come away with me. Then what? You know what I mean? She's not going to think these things through because she's still young. Okay, at the beginning, remember, but okay, yeah, just a little less confident, a little more risky.
Okay.
You know, less confident without going sad and dour and beaten. I mean,
Erica,
yes.
I'm so glad you said that because I heard something for the first time tonight. And I wondered if she was being coy, but now that you're saying, let's try it less confident, maybe it was sincere because she says, come chase me, come be with me. They're all boring. Let's go have some fun. And then she says, you'll get nothing but a kiss and I'll fight hard to not let you get that.
Yeah.
And I wondered if that was just a lie to sort of tempt him or to be like sultry or seductive, or if she really meant that. And does that tie into what you're saying, like trying it to be less
I think
confident?
so, because I think that the problem with this scene sometimes, at least the way I've seen it played, and it sort of comes, I think, with having rehearsed it for weeks and then performing it and everything, it sort of becomes by rote, and we sort of take for granted the naivete of manners. That's not maybe the right phrasing of it, but the excitement of it, and it's would it be that? It's a comedic version.
That's in direct opposition to her line, don't you know you're supposed to always behave like this when you get the chance?
What I'm saying, or what that line that you caught your ear?
The idea that she is less confident. What do you think about that?
Well, I think she's very I mean she is well brought up. She knows what she's supposed to do. And I think she's a little bit, offended by the suggestion that, she might be too much of a slut. She's just having fun.
Yeah.
And but she knows enough not to get into trouble.
Right. And sometimes when you're being brave but terrified. I once did this. Couldn't believe I did it. I made myself do it. And I went over to this guy. It was like the last night of this program we were doing in Oxford, and it was sort of a dance. And I went over to him and I was like, I'd like to kiss you goodnight. And he said, I didn't even know him very well. I'd been crushing on him. He said, well, you could meet me at my room in a little bit. I get there. He's not there. He didn't. And it was that feeling of like, what the fuck did I just do? I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not supposed to be doing this. But it just sort of comes out. I think I've lost the thread of what your point is, Paul. But I think it's that.
Well, it was more of a question because, well, I guess the question is, does she mean it when she says, I'm going to fight like the devil to not let you kiss me? Does she mean that? Or is that being coy? What do you think, Michele?
I think that's part of the game. But she's serious. Oh, you're not going to get more than a kiss out of me. But we can still have fun. I'm going to fight like the devil so I think that it goes from one to the other and in that one.
Well, and here's a thought too. The sort of the first part of it, you'll only get one kiss out of me. Oh my God. I mean, of course, other things could happen, but but it's not the like she's got it in her back pocket. I'll tell you that, but we could do more. I really don't think, I think it's happening in the moment on these lines that sometimes you can't believe what comes out of her mouth. And I love how it just ends up boiling up with men made these rules. And I don't like that. But that could be the moment for her. I think it very Shakespeare in that, and very young characters in Shakespeare. It's on the line.
Yeah.
Everything is happening in the moment. And that's what makes them young. Um dropped out of this. I dropped out of the sky. It was great. You may kiss me if you can. No idea. Because you're really sort of navigating this guy who's stuck in these manners. No, it doesn't move. Don't you? Yeah. And I think find those moments like when you really ask, both of you. So when you say, don't you want to? The naive girl going, well, don't you? Having those moments of like, this is not going as the romance in my head had planned. Do you know? And I will do nothing. Where was it specifically that I would have, but everything. I have so many notes from our last couple things. Yeah, when you get down to the end of I have a note here. It looks like my handwriting says dog. But like another talker. That I think this just is her truth. Men like conventions because men made them. I don't like them. Why do I have to go by these rules? I won't keep them. Now, what are you gonna do? And I think that logic at the end may be the thing that makes Joey go, wow, okay, okay. Um, uh, 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 uh. Oh, 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 oh. Really, 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 really. Have fun. Haha, really, Mr. Percival. You oh really, 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 Mr. Percival. How do you like it? Really try and make him squirm a bit. This is what it's like for me when somebody goes, oh, really, Mrs. Tarleton. How do you like it? You know, wouldn't you rather I damned you?
Mm.
Um, no, I've been too well brought up. And I think the disappointment in moments is less about, I think it's more about, can I get through his algorithms to change, to get him to get up on the hill? Because boy, if I can get to kissing him, he might open up even more. And the disappointment is oh God, all this training, all these things that people made up like we're supposed to do this. Who says?
Mm.
I think because I think in this scene they get to a point, we talked about how do they develop through the scene. I think there's a growth there. I think they grow up a little bit and
Mm.
they meet at a place at the end of the scene of possibility. And so why not? They're gonna go up in the bracket and we're gonna hear. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, Dylan, give yourself a chance to register the slap.
Mm.
I Because for one thing, he doesn't realize or doesn't think he said anything. He didn't tell her to fuck off.
Yeah.
It's just like it comes out of nowhere and just, oh shit, oh, you know. And but since we've both forgotten ourselves, you'll please allow me to leave the house, which is part of manners.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it should be like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
You know? And she's standing in his way. And I think for Hypatia, it's about pulling apart his thinking in an odd way to get to where she wants to be with him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, let me get through this thing. Are you really ashamed of saying, damn you? Really? Okay, let's work through that a little bit. And Dylan, it's that I'm having these feelings. I'm not supposed to because the manners don't say anything about feelings. You know,
Yeah.
it's like having some moments of um enjoying her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, am I supposed to be enjoying her? Because I do, but no,
Mm-hmm.
that's not. She's not behaving the way she's supposed to.
Yeah.
I like it. What is, and we can find more specifically. Um, because he really means it when he says, "I have no intention of being offensive. I didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I've been trained not to." Um, uh, so have you come up with? Surely there is nothing that can wound any lady in.
I think so.
Give it a shot. It's your quiet thought. So
I mean, surely there is nothing that can wound any lady in the position that you're putting yourself in.
yeah, at least. So then he brings it back on himself. Manners. I didn't mean to be disagreeable.
Yeah.
Um, and it is an insult to be, called a liar because he's a pretty great guy, you know? He's noble, he's honorable. Liar? You're calling me a liar. Um,
Mm.
but I think you kind of are lying a little bit. I really didn't mean to be disagreeable.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like in terms of it being a stock answer because he can't finish the sentence. Well,
Mhm.
he won't finish the sentence or he can't finish the sentence.
Hmm.
All right. I'm going to read it.
One thing that I was thinking of was that at first he's putting the blame on Hypatia. There's nothing in what I said that would, wound any lady of reasonable temperament, reasonable mind. And then he kind of almost gets the sense that trying to almost like putting himself in her shoes a little bit. Well, I mean, I didn't mean to be
Right.
disagreeable.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
almost kind of to me accepting the fact that she might have legitimately taken offense. That's what I came thought of.
Absolutely. I want you to play with that. Now, here's the other thing I want you to try as we read through the next one. This scene always plays like Hypatia knows what she's doing and she's driving the scene. I'd love to find those moments for Hypatia where she's, I'm making this up, and when he drives back with his arguments to her, I'm gonna get through your bramble in your head and beg for, civility here because this is making me uncomfortable. So does that make sense what I'm saying about that? I mean, we'll have to find it. It's sort of a general note, and I know we're running out of time. But that idea, instead of Dylan, you always being on your back foot,
Mm-hmm.
finding moments where you're on your front foot.
Mm.
And for Hypatia, finding moments of, oh, okay, that argument, how do I get around that? Do it. No, because I think that in the end is why they actually are kind of a fun couple to get together. I don't think this is a discourse normally done between, you get the setup. Some guy comes into the shop, sees you behind the counter, and buys 6 vests because you're the one he wants to be engaged to, because he got to choose. You're trying to choose. All right, let's do one more read because we got time for one more read. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Percival? Mr. Percival? Where are you? Uh, aren't you glad I caught you?
No, I'm not. Confounded! What sort of girl are you? I mean, what sort of house is this? Must I throw all good manners to the winds?
Do, do, do. This is the house of a respectable shopkeeper, enormously rich. This is the respectable shopkeeper's daughter, tired of good manners. Come, handsome young man, and play with the respectable shopkeeper's daughter.
No, no. Don't you know you mustn't go on like this with a perfect stranger?
Drop from the sky. Don't you know that you must always go on like this when you get the chance? Or you must come to the top of the hill and chase me through the bracken. You may kiss me if you catch me.
I shall do nothing of the sort.
Yes, you will. You can't help yourself. Come along. Ah, fool, come along. Don't you want to?
No, certainly not. I should never be forgiven if I did.
You'll never forgive yourself if you don't.
Nonsense. You're engaged to Ben. Ben is my friend. What do you take me for?
Ben's old. Ben was born old. They're all old here, except you and me, and the man, woman, or woman, man, or whatever you call her that came with you. They never do anything. They only discuss whether what other people do is right. Come and give them something to discuss.
No, I will do nothing incorrect.
Don't be afraid, little boy. You'll get nothing but a kiss. And I'll fight like the devil to keep you from getting that. Oh, but we must play on the hill and run through the heather.
Why?
Because we want to, handsome young man.
But if everybody went on in this way,
Oh, how happy the world would be.
but the consequences may be serious.
Nothing is worth doing unless the consequences may be serious. My father says so, and I'm my father's daughter.
I am the son of 3 fathers. Oh, I mistrust these wild impulses.
Take care. You're letting the moment slip. I feel the first chill of the wave of prudence. Save me.
Really, Miss Tarleton? Ah, damn you! Uh, uh, I beg your pardon. But since we've both forgotten ourselves, you will please allow me to leave the house.
Are you ashamed of having said, damn you to me?
I had no right to say it. I'm very much ashamed of it. I've already begged your pardon.
And you're not ashamed of having said, really, Miss Tarleton?
Why should I?
Oh, mean, stupid, cowardly, selfish, masculine male man. You ought to have been a governess. I was expelled from school for saying that the very next person that said, really, Miss Tarleton, to me, I would strike her across the face. You were the next.
Look, I had no intention of being offensive. Surely there's nothing that can wound any lady,
Liar.
or at least I really I didn't mean to be disagreeable.
Liar.
Of course, if you're going to insult me, I'm quite helpless. You're a
And you
woman.
can
You
only
can say what you like.
And you can only say what you dare. Poor wretch, it isn't much. Really, Mr. Percival, you sit down in the presence of a lady and leave her standing.
Oh,
Mr. Percival. Oh, really, 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 Mr. Percival. How do you like it? Wouldn't you rather I damned you?
Miss Tarleton,
Oh, Hypatia, Joey. Patsy, if you like.
look here. This is no good. You want to do what you like?
Don't you?
No. I have been too well brought up. I have argued all through this, and I'll tell you, I am not prepared to cast off the social bond. It's like a corset.
Oh.
It's a support to the figure, even if it does squeeze and deform it a bit. I want to be free.
Well, I'm tempting you to be free.
Not at all. Freedom, my good girl, means being able to count on how other people will behave. If every man who dislikes me is to throw a handful of mud in my face, and every woman who likes me is to behave like Potiphar's wife, then I shall be a slave. The slave of uncertainty, the slave of fear, the worst of all slaves. I mean, how would you like it if every laborer you met in the road were to make love to you?
Oh.
No. Give me the blessed protection of a good stiff conventionality among thoroughly well brought up ladies and gentlemen.
Another talker. Men like conventions because men made them. I didn't make them. I don't like them. I won't keep them. Now, what will you do?
Bolt.
I'll catch you.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that was so much fun.
was so funny.
Oh my God. And it was so much more even.
Mm-hmm.
in the back and
Yeah.
forth. I felt more the balance and getting some more. And the look on your face at the end, Dylan, was great. I thought, yeah, he's going for this. It didn't have to be huge, but her argument lands so
Mhm.
beautifully. It's uh, 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 oh God, I don't feel like even giving you the nuts because it's like, it was great. I really had a lot of fun watching it. And I do love when you genuinely just ask the questions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And one of the things, and I hadn't told you to do this, but I was thinking it, and you went ahead and did it, Michele. When you were like, okay, this is the house of a respectable shopkeeper, enormously rich. This is the respectable shopkeeper, tired of good manners. You know, this is what it is. It's not like, any lure of he's enormously rich. Nothing on it. Just, it was great. And I would think, what hit me this time was an opportunity for you to show interest early on, Joey, is you never, so she says, you'll never forgive yourself if you don't. And he's nonsense because he's worried about the engagement.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you have no idea how tempted I am, but you are engaged to
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah.
Thinking that should be the end of it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're friend. I mean, what do you take me for? Are you interested in someone who would do that? Or, wow, yeah. I would lean in even more to all of this stuff. It's so fun. Because I also understood the argument more too. I heard it was clearer. Both scenes, I heard more the clarity of argument. I've already begged your pardon, and you're not ashamed of having said really, Miss Doubt. Then why should I? And it's so funny because it's her beginning to rail about men starts, and I made the connection on my screen because um, when she goes, oh man, mean, stupid, blah, 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 blah," and then we, one page later, get to man makes the conventions. These are aha moments for her too. She doesn't come on screen, neither of them come on screen knowing how the scene is going to end.
Mm.
Which I love. Miss Merriman, what are you? Coming towards and perhaps the very beginning, the ill-humoredly turning away from her and coming towards the writing table when she's like, not maybe the ill-humoredly thing is because he does like her and he doesn't want to be put in this position.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. I don't want to have to tell you I can't.
Mm.
Um, uh, yeah, I had great work on both parts today. Honest to Pete. Done it. 10:01.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Even though
Yeah.
we had Theo involved. You missed Theo. We didn't get to see. We
Oh,
only heard
He's an off-camera baby. Yes. Yeah.
he's an off-camera baby, but he did have notes. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Surprisingly, even for your scene, it was a bit much.
Mm.
We had to
Did
put
they
him
take the form of spittle?
Most of them, yes. Yeah. You can disregard. You can disregard most of the notes. They just
Yeah, just a lot of
Oh,
you
so
know.
cute.
So,
cool.
but
Well, yeah.
and
Thanks
thanks for
everybody.
your patience, Dylan, and I adore you all. This is so fun. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
taking my notes and going on this jungle gym. So
Yeah. That's great.
So much
next
fun.
week we don't have an audience, right? That's not how
Correct. Yeah. It's just going to be a continue like another session like this. God willing, we'll all be here right at the start time, and no craziness will befall any of us.
know.
So yeah, yes.
Apologies, I was negotiating a contract for an Oscar-winning actor, so
Well,
Ooh.
that's nice.
You
You get the odd.
tell us, can you?
no.
Damn it.
Just a film that's coming up, and yeah, it was somewhat time sensitive, so I had to pull through.
I would
Oh.
have loved it if you'd said, you know what, you guys, I gotta go because I'm doing this thing. You're gonna have to make time tomorrow. Bye.
I have some shot to work on.
Yeah,
Uh,
got some stuff. So
yeah.
anyway,
Um,
I
Eric,
would
I
have
want
loved to have done it, but
Eric, I just have a question for you afterward, once everybody checks out. But yeah, thank you guys, everybody. Great
Aw.
week.
See you next
Great
week.
evening.
see you next
see you
week.
next week. Have a good rehearsal.
Thank you. Thank you.